Greetings, fellow Meccas. Today we'll be working on a monopoly market problem. The problem. A monopolist faces the following cost curve. C of Q is equal to 60 plus 2Q. Demand is Q is equal to 22 minus P. Part A. Compute the price cost margin. Part B. Use the price cost margin to calculate the elasticity of demand at the monopoly price. And Part C. Calculate the deadweight loss caused by monopoly pricing. Now pause this video, take a few minutes, and solve this problem. Welcome back. Hopefully you're able to solve this problem. Now let's work on it together. So part A, compute the price cost margin. So to do that, we need to find the profit maximizing point in a monopolist setting. So to do that, where do monopolists maximize profits? Well, that's where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. We are given a cost function. So to find our marginal cost, we just take the derivative of our cost function with respect to Q. And we get a marginal cost is equal to 2. For marginal revenue, we need to first find our inverse demand. So that's just simply switching our P and Q's around. So we get P is equal to 22 minus Q. Our revenue, remember revenue is equal to price times quantity. So our revenue is going to be 22Q minus Q squared. And that's because all I did was take a P is equal to 22 minus Q, our inverse demand, and times it by Q. And to find marginal revenue, you just take our revenue function and take the derivative with respect to Q. We get 22 minus 2Q as our marginal revenue. So therefore, if we solve for Q, we get 20 is equal to 2Q divided by 2. So Q star is equal to 10. Q star is equal to 10. And now if we need to find out price, we just plug in 10 into our inverse demand. We get P star is equal to 22 minus 10, or 12. So that is our optimal price and quantity in a monopoly setting. So now we need to compute the price cost margin. Remember, price cost margin is equal to, so price cost margin, this right here, is the price of the monopoly minus our marginal cost divided by the price of the monopoly. So this is going to be equal to 12 minus 2 over 12. And this is equal to 10 over 12, or 5 over 6. And this is the price cost margin, or our solution for part A. Part B. Use the price cost margin, 5 over 6, to calculate the elasticity of demand at the monopoly price. So, to find the elasticity of demand at the monopoly price, we use the relationship of the price of monopoly minus marginal cost over the price of a monopoly, our price cost margin, and set that equal to 1 over elasticity. And we now define our elasticity of demand. We just take the inverse on both sides, and we get elasticity is equal to 6 over 5. So elasticity of demand is 6 over 5. And that is the solution for part B. Now part C, calculate the deadweight loss caused by monopoly pricing. Now, how do we do this? Well, first, let's just write the relationship of deadweight loss. So, deadweight loss is equal to the total surplus of a competitive setting minus the total surplus in a monopolist setting. So let's first find our total surplus in a monopoly setting. So total surplus in a monopoly is equal to our producer surplus plus our consumer surplus. This is going to be equal to a price of a monopoly minus the marginal cost times the quantity in a monopoly plus 1/2 our 22 our demand minus the price of a monopoly times the quantity in a monopoly. This, if we input our values, is going to be equal to the price of monopoly, which was 12. Yep, 12 and 10. So 12 minus marginal cost of 2 times 10 plus 1/2 times our demand, which was 22 minus, now we input our price, which was 12 times 10. And this is going to be equal to 10 times 10 is 100 plus 1/2 10 times 10 is 100. And this is 50. So our total surplus in a monopoly is equal to 150. Now to find the total surplus in a competitive setting, we need to find first off price and quantity, then maximize profits in a competitive setting. So our rule for that is, remember, is where price is equal to marginal cost. Our marginal cost is 2. And remember, if you find our inverse demand, it was 22 minus Q. So in a competitive setting, Q star is equal to 20, and P star would then be equal to 2. So in the total surplus in a competitive setting, this is equal to 1/2 times the price at 0 minus a marginal cost times the quantity in a competitive setting, which if we plug in the values, we get 1/2 times P of 0, or 22, minus marginal cost of 2 times the quantity in a competitive setting, which is 20. And then this is going to be equal to 20 times 20, which is 400. And then take half of it, which is going to be 200. So a total surplus in a competitive setting is 200. And now we use our deadweight loss equation, which is total surplus in a competitive setting minus the total surplus in a monopoly setting. So deadweight loss is equal to 200 minus 150, which is equal to 50. So in a monopolist setting, our deadweight loss is equal to 50. And that is the solution to the problem. I hope this video helped. If it did, please consider subscribing and liking this video.